Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Today is I don't even know the today is June 22nd, 2014. It's approximately 4:30 p.m. East Coast time. Welcome to today's training. Today we're covering the compensation plan in detail. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Hakeem Harmon. I've been involved with this wonderful opportunity called Five Links for 2 years and about 2 months. Okay, so for the past 26 months, I've been a student of the game. I've been blessed to do really well, not only financially, but also just a personal development, and being able to help people across the country and help people grow their business in states that I've never even been to. And to also just capitalize off of this compensation plan. Last summer, was one of my the best summers of my life financially in this business. I was blessed to earn $14,000 for the month of June last year and $10,000 in August, and you remember numbers like that. And this year alone, I'm also doing really well in the opportunity. Since being involved with this opportunity, I've earned over $200,000 on a part-time basis, and I say that from a humble place. But just to press upon you, when you look at these numbers, and if you're able to work them, this can happen for you. If not that amount, then more. So it's what you do with it. People always ask me, how are you able to make money in this company? And what do you do with the money when you make it in this company? And what I do is I take the money that I make in this business and I fund my individual, my own passions, being music, entertainment, or I take the money that I make and I put it back into the company or my business, opening up an office downtown DC, going to the Five Link store, and purchasing marketing materials, or helping someone who may have a financial hard time, helping them get started in the business. It's just all kind of things you can do when you earn income in this business. So everyone on tonight's line know about the quick start bonuses, which is just a small part of how we get paid. It's just a one-time payment when you come into the business. You qualify for bonus checks in your 30-day period and your 60-day period. And then the compensation plan during the presentation also covers the weekly leadership bonuses. But we also get paid like 8 additional ways that I want to cover with you today so that you can be fully aware of what you have your hands on. So if you have some notebook paper, this webinar is being recorded. Follow along with the slideshow. I'm going to break this down. At the end, I'll answer any questions that anybody may have. But this training right here is going to show you exactly how to create the paycheck that you want in this business, because I've always been good at numbers, and this business is all about numbers. I mean, you're dealing with people, but people change. People are going to do the business. People are going to stop doing the business. People are going to show up. People not going to show up. So you can't put your faith. I mean, you can put it in people, but you just never know what a person is going to do. But numbers never lie. Okay, so let's get into the numbers and let's make this thing happen. All right. So this is the advanced compensation. You can follow along document 719. Okay. Everyone knows that there's two starting positions in a company, the CR position and the IMR position. The CR position, no weekly bonuses. So you don't get paid every Friday. You don't qualify for the quick start bonuses. Okay. So that position is very limited. You only get paid off of what you personally do. I like to look at it like somebody who sells cars. Every time a car is sold on a car lot, of course, that person gets a commission. But imagine getting paid every single time a car is sold, even if you didn't sell it yourself. So that's what the position on the right allows you to do. And that's called independent marketing representative. And that's a one-time $249 license fee. And you qualify for weekly bonuses. And you also qualify for the quick start bonus checks. Let's talk about an additional way that we get paid that's not covered during the opportunity presentation. Monthly customer bonus pools. This is for members in the 100 and 200 customer club. So all of you know that every product or service that we market has a point value attached to it, ranging from 1 point all the way to 12 points for our high five challenge. So everyone usually comes into the business with 3 points out the gate. Okay. Most people acquire 20 customer points or 25 customer points to reach all the top positions in the company. But if you acquire 100 personal customer points, then you will be eligible for this monthly customer bonus pool. where the company puts $5 for every customer that comes into the business into a revenue pool, and they split it up every month. 50% of the pool goes to the 100 club members. The other 50% goes to the 200 club members. Okay? The bonus checks can range from $2,000 to $3,000 in a 1 month period. And to remain in the club, all you have to do is acquire 2 new customers every month to remain in the club. So write that down. Get in the 100 customer club ASAP. Okay? Let's talk about the positions in the company. The first position, called trainer. You acquire a $50 bonus by hitting this position if you hit it within your first 30 days. And the only thing that you have to do to hit this position is acquire one qualified business partner. Now, that one business partner that you acquire, they must have at least 4 customer points. Okay, so that's their platinum services, and then they can get the business elite service or the global links, or they can get a coffee bundle, or whatever the case may be. They must either have 4 customer points or 8 customer points. Once that happens, your 5 links card will be in the mail to you, and you will have a $50 bonus. The next position, my favorite position in a company, is called executive trainer. Because when I hit this position in my 28th day in the business almost 2 years ago, all the skepticism went out the window, because the company simply told me that if I come into the business and I invest and I get my business license and I hit this first position, they will give me a bonus check, and they also will pay me every week. So once I did this and they sent the card in the mail and I put it in the ATM and the money came out, I was in from that day forward. So to hit this position, you're simply going to go out and acquire 2 qualified business partners. You're going to make sure you have 10 customer points. You must complete the 5 Links University module. And if you do this in 30 days, you get $50 from the trainer bonus and $450 from ET, and you receive a $500 bonus check. Okay, you also can acquire 20 customer points instead of 10 for a $1,000 bonus check. If you do half of the work, then you still receive $225 if you do it in 60 days. That's amazing. Executive director. This is one of my favorite positions in the company because the weekly money really starts to build up, and I'm going to explain that later in the presentation. But the only thing that you're going to do to achieve this position is you simply going to show your 2 brand new business partners how to become an executive trainer. Okay? So that's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you must add 1 more qualified IMR to your business. So that's a total of 17 members. Okay, 17 members. You must have a total of 15 customer points, and you must complete the ED University and the 5 Links University. The company will pay you a $1,000 bonus. So you're looking at a total of $2,000 in your first 60 days alone from Quick Start bonuses. The next position is National Director. To hit this position, you need 3 executive directors. So you're going to show 3 people how to hit this position right here. So that's a team total of 7 plus 7 plus 7, which is 21, plus 1 more business partner on your front line, which is a total of 22 business partners in a perfect scenario. Okay? You must have 20 customer points to hit this position. You must have a university module done in 5 Links University to hit this position. Senior Vice President, 3 national directors in 3 separate legs. Now keep in mind, the national director does not have to fall on your front line. What I mean by that, team, is that the national director does not have to be this person, like the first person you bring into the business. It doesn't have to be that person. The national director can fall anywhere in this leg of business. So it can be 10 levels down. It can be 20 levels down. It does not matter, as long as the national director falls in that leg. Make sense? So you want to help 3 separate people. So I am 89% of the way to getting promoted to senior vice president. Very excited about that. So we have Christina Bonner in one leg. We have Mark Spain in another leg. And we're about to break another national director any day now. Okay. Also, you have to have 2,000 downline residual customer points. What that simply means, team, is that you have to have at least your own 25 customer points, but your entire network must acquire a total of 2,000 downline customer points to be eligible to hit senior vice president. So I'm a little under 600 customer points away. So 2,000, that may sound like a lot to you, but it's truly not a lot if you have the high five challenge, which counts for 12 customer points. So if you sell 100 high five challenges, not you personally, but your downline does, and you're a national director, then 12 times 100 is 1,200 customer points, correct? Now, ND1 simply means that the customer points from another national director in your organization will count towards your downline customer points. So that means anytime Christina Bonner, who's a national director, anytime a customer point comes into her organization, then that helps me to become a senior vice president. However, when Ayana Reed hits national director, which she's very close to hitting, if Ayana brings in a customer point, then that does not go to my senior vice president, because Ayana would be known as ND number 2. Does that make sense? Because Christina's ND number 1. All right. You must also have the 5 Links University SVP module completed to hit this position. Senior vice president. All right. Of course, when you hit this position, it comes with a nice benefits package. You find this out during the presentation, but you get a monthly BMW car payment. The company is going to pay $800 a month to any silver BMW of your choice. And you have the option of getting a BMW that costs less than $800 a month, and you can use the remaining money for gas, or you can get a BMW that costs over $800 a month, but the company is going to pay $800. All right, that's still great. There's not many companies out here putting BMWs on the road. And you also get an annual paid vacation. You get stock options, you get an expense account, and every single time a Global Links customer comes into your network, you get paid. All right. So in addition to the quick start bonus, in addition to the monthly customer revenue pool of the 100 customer club and the 200 customer club, the company also divides $10,000 each month to the top 10 people who acquire IMRs, business partners, and customers. All right. And these pools are split up amongst EDs, NDs, and SVPs. So if you're the number 1 SVP in the country for the month of July coming up, then you will receive $3,000. Number 1 national director, you will receive $3,000. Number 1 executive director, $3,000. Now there's some cases where you receive top 10 payouts in all positions. Okay, because you ever looked at the production charts or heard of, at the end of the month, you heard the webinar where they say the number 1 national director for the month of June, Frank and Nicole Kimbrough. Now we all know Frank and Nicole Kimbrough are double platinum SVPs in the company. However, if Frank personally brings in an IMR, he's coded as the ED because he personally brought the person in. So he's the ED, the ND, and the SVP. So that's how people get paid at multiple positions in the company. All right. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Meaning that just because your title says SVP, that doesn't mean that that's the only way you get paid in a company. If you're an SVP, you're also an ND and also an ED. All right. Hopefully that makes sense. So monthly bonus pools. I've been blessed to be able to get paid this bonus pool, and I love it. Okay. Platinum Senior Vice President. This is a position in a company that's known as the game changer. Okay. A lot of people are able to leave their full-time job. They really go full-time at this position. I've been building this business for 2 years, and I'm pretty full-time with it. I run the business about 3 hours a day. But those 3 hours a day are hours where I get to wake up when I'm done sleeping, okay, which is a beautiful thing. I get to do anything I want in the morning, I get to take lunch break whenever I want. I get to wear whatever I want to wear to my office. I don't have to answer to anyone. And, I say that not from an arrogant place, but I didn't have to wait to be promoted to a platinum SVP to live a platinum SVP lifestyle mentally. It's all about your vision. You can be a SVP or moving like a SVP right now without being promoted to the position. But when you do hit this position, which I'm excited to be hitting within the next 2 to 3 years, which is my goal, Only thing you have to do is acquire 25 customer points. These are the same 25 customer points, by the way, from all of these positions. So this is not like you have to go out and get 25 new customer points. It's still the same customer points. Okay. So you're going to have a total of 4 national directors in each separate leg. Remember, the national director can be anywhere in that leg of business, as long as it happens. I see some people get discouraged sometimes when their first 5 people they introduce to the business maybe drop out or not as productive as they thought they would be. And sometimes they get a little like nervous or discouraged. And I always let people know, don't ever get discouraged from the person that you personally brought into the business. You never know who that person knows. So it's all about, when you bring a new person in, you should always try to find out who they know, or who's in their network. That way you can capitalize. And team, give me 1 second. I have to get my computer charger. I forgot to plug the laptop up. 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay. There we go. Okay, so you want to hit this position platinum. You see it on the screen. You need 15,000 downline points. Okay? And you must have the university done. That's why I always tell people, especially if you're a brand new business partner, we're going to do training if you're a brand new business partner, you just came in within the last week, don't worry if any of this confuses you. We're going to do training, training with you. But one thing I do want you to do if you're a brand new person is I want you to go to 5 Links University, and I want you to complete the university training all the way to this position. That way you don't have to worry about doing it, but that you can be trained as a platinum with the 5 Links University. Okay. When you hit platinum, you get a monthly Bentley payment, which is very exciting, $4,000 a month. You also get to participate in the revenue pool, the platinum pool, and you get another 5,000 stock options. So let's talk about the platinum pool. This is another way you get paid in the company. When you hit the position of platinum senior vice president, the company has a profit sharing pool where they put 75 cents for every customer and $10 for every marketing rep, IMR, that gets started in the entire company. So right now, the platinum pool is $1.3 million, and it's only June. That platinum pool will be split up this January between all of the platinums in the company, and they're all going to leave with bonus checks of about $130,000. Okay, this is double platinum SVP. Our upline double platinum, Steve and Pasha Carter, Tupac Derinacourt, Tashina Anderson. All right, these are people who've been doing this business for about 6 years, 7 years. Okay, so this is not a business where you get rich in 7 months or you hit the position in 7 months. People put in the work and you get the results that you want. All right. This is Diamond Senior Vice President. As you can see, you need 1, 2, 3 platinums, 3 SVPs, 2 national directors. So you need 8 separate lines of business. All right, 8 separate lines of business. So as you can see, this business is not about building wide all the way. You just want to build a little wide, have at least 8 different. You want to look at each of these boxes, these gray boxes. You want to look at them as stores. So let's say at the top, you're the owner of McDonald's, like the real owner of the entire company, McDonald's. Okay. So you want to have 8 McDonald's all over the entire city of let's say DC. Okay. So each of these gray boxes are a new McDonald's. That's how you want to look at your business. So you don't want to put too many McDonald's in the same area. You want to put a new McDonald's in a new area, so that's why you want to open up at least 8 McDonald's. Okay? But you want to put your weakest store next to your strongest store so that it can pick up performance. And what I mean by that is you don't want to put too many strong people in the same organization, because then you're going to have one bionic leg doing business and your other legs are going to fall off. So balance it out. Match up personalities with people. Like if you know somebody works a certain type of way, or if you know somebody thinks a certain type of way, then put them people together in business. And that's how I love to build my business. So that's Diamond. You get a $300,000 earned position bonus, an additional share of the platinum pool. 10,000 stock options. I put myself on a 10-year plan to hit this position. So if you're in your 20s or your 30s or your 40s, by 50 years old or by 40 or 30, you should be a diamond SVP. And that's still better than working till you're 85 years old, which is the new retirement age if you're in your 20s. All right. So we talked about the quick start bonus. We talked about the customer 100 and 200 customer club. We've talked about end of the month bonuses for each position in the company. We've talked about the quick start bonuses. Okay. So now let's talk about weekly money. This is called customer acquisition bonuses, or also known as CAB bonuses. These are paid out every Friday based on the position that you hold in the company. Okay. So to get promoted to the first position, executive trainer, you're simply going to go out and acquire 2 business partners and 10 points. All right. At this point, every single time you personally enroll somebody into the business, you earn $25 per person who gets started and qualified that week. Okay. Open line simply means that if you're an executive trainer and someone comes into the business, you will still receive $25 even if you didn't bring them in yourself. Who likes to get paid for something that they necessarily didn't have to do themselves? Everybody. That's what the CEO at your job is doing. He gets paid every single time you come to work every day, but he's out playing golf. So let's flip the corporate pyramid around. Let's flip it upside down and you start at the top. Now, every single thing that you build, you get paid just for helping people in your team get paid. Does that make sense? Okay. So executive trainer is a quick position. I don't really like people who stay at this when people stay at this position too long, because executive director is the position that can really change your life. And I'm going to show you how. If you're an executive director, let's just say you personally acquire 10 brand new business partners yourself in a 1 month. Let's just use 1 month. Okay. Some people do it in 1 week, but 1 month, the company is going to pay you $850. Okay. This is $85 per person. However, let's say 10 people came into your business the month of July and you had nothing to do with it at all. Then that's $600 that you receive. Okay, so that's 850 plus 600. All right, then first generation. That simply means that there's another executive director in that line of business. So let's say this lady over here is Marlo. Okay, and Marlo has an executive director. Marlo's an executive director, but let's say Tashari is an executive director also. If somebody comes into Tashari's organization, Tashari is going to receive either $60 or 85, but Marlo will still receive $15. So that's what first generation means. That's very exciting, okay? National director. This is when, last year, in this summer, this is my favorite season to be in the business, my favorite time of the year, because the income really shoots through the roof. 10 people come past my office this week and decide to start their business. That's $1,400, ladies and gentlemen. But imagine the other people out running their business on a daily basis. Okay, let me show you something to really open up your eyes real quick. Hopefully you all can see my screen. Oh, okay. 1 second. Okay. Now, let's look at this map right here. This shows you my organization on a national level. Okay. Now, some of these states I have never been to. Do you understand the power of this company where you can get paid in places that you've never visited, like Washington State? I've never been to Washington State. I've never been to, I'm not sure what state this is, but I believe it's Alabama. I'm not sure, but I've never been to that state either. I've never been to Rhode Island, Maine, Connecticut. So these are states I've never been to. So, of course, we have the weekly money that I personally make if I personally enroll somebody in, which is 140. But what about the other people nationally doing something? That's at least $55 per person. So let's say 10 people come in on a national level this week. That's 550 plus the 1400 I did. Okay? So you're looking at $2,000 for the week, just off the weekly money alone. This is not counting the end of the month bonuses or anything like that. So if there was another national director that, like if Christina, a brand new business partner, came in her organization, then that's at least $20. Okay? So you see SVP and you see Platinum. Hope this makes sense to it. If anything does not make sense during the presentation, just take a note of it and I'll explain to you after. This is weekly money. Okay? Now, what I want to show you is what happens. One second. Okay? Now I want to show you open line promotion. Okay, this is another bonus check that's paid out on a monthly basis. So I don't know if you're keeping tabs, we went over the quick start bonus. We went over the 100-point customer club, the 200-point customer club. We went over top 10 positions at the end of the month. Okay. And we also went over, what else did we go over? Is that all we went over? Yep. Okay. Oh, we went over the quick start bonus. Okay. Now I want to talk to you about the bonuses that paid out called open line bonuses. Now, this is my favorite type of bonus. This column on the left represents the number of business partners that comes into your organization on a monthly basis. So let's just use the month of July. To participate in an open line promotion, you must be an executive director, a national director, or a senior vice president. That's why we always tell people to get to executive director like yesterday. Okay? So let's just use the month of June, for example. The column on the left represents the total number of IMRs that come into your business, even if you did not have nothing to do with it. So let's say you're Tashari, you live in Kentucky, you're an executive director, you have PBRs, you have challenge parties, you do webinars, you do three-way calls, you close people out. Let's say 50 people came in from July 1st to July 31st, 50 IMRs. Okay, Deanna's going to bring some in. The other young lady who just came in, I'm sorry, I don't see your name. Let me see where your name at. Okay, Chandrika, she brings a couple in. Everybody's working. Okay, Tashari's an executive director. 50 people come in, ladies and gentlemen. That's an $8,000 bonus check. Okay, an $8,000 bonus check. But what did we just say a minute ago? She's gonna get at least $60 per person that decide to get started. So 60 times 50, $60 times 50.
What's
Is
your zip
3,000
code?
plus 8,000 is a $11,000 bonus check. Okay, $11,000 bonus check. All right. So 50 can be a little extreme or it can be a little overwhelming, but just start small. Like 20. That should be a good goal. 60 times 20 is 1,200 plus 2,500, $3,700 for the month. That's more than a lot of people are making on their full-time job. So these bonuses pay out the 15th of the month after you qualify for it. So for instance, these bonuses for the month of June will pay out July 15th. Okay? You can earn these bonuses at multiple positions. If you're a top producing executive director, but you're a national director, then you can see you can get 4,000 from here and you can get 2,500 from here. So if I was a national director, which I am, and I bring in 50 reps, I'm going to show you an example of how this can work. Look at this. Who wants to make 11,000 a month? These are numbers, team. The numbers don't lie. The company doesn't lie about the compensation. They if you go out and do what they say, they're going to pay you this amount. Let's just do an example. 50 IMRs come in, and we're close to wrapping up. 50 IMRs come in. Let's say you're averaging a weekly commission of $105 per person that starts that week or that month or whatever the case may be. That's $5,250. All right. Then you're going to be a top 10 producer. So that means the top 10 bonus pool, that's another 1,000. And then the end of the month open pool, 5,000, 11 grand, 50 business partners. That should be everybody's goal right now to get to national director before Las Vegas National Convention, walk the stage, come back home, 11 grand by January 1st, 2015. This should be your income in 5 links. 11 grand a month, bare minimum. I don't remember the last time I did a month in this business where I didn't make 10 grand. 100 IMRs. This is if you're a SVP. 21 grand, ladies and gentlemen. This is the reason why I run so hard in the business. Not because I love money, but look what this kind of money can do for your family, for your church, for your children. And the best part about it is that you get to do it with a team. You don't have to do it working a 9-to-5 job. Nothing against a 9-to-5 job, but you're doing the same thing every day. You're not able to meet new people. You're not able to help or fund your business or your passion. So this is 100 IMRs coming in if you're an SVP. And we haven't even gotten to residual yet, ladies and gentlemen. We just talking about weekly money and bonus pools. 21 grand. Let me speed up. I know it's getting a little late. Let's talk about residual. That's the main reason why a lot of people get involved with this business. Residual income simply means doing something one time, getting paid for it over and over again. So what do we have residual in this situation? We got residual bills. These are bills that people can't pay off. We do understand that, right? Like if you have an electric bill this month, then you're going to have another one next month. Okay? So there's two residual categories: residential products and services and commercial products and services. As you can see, the residual is very small if you're an IMR. You're only getting 2% of the residual value of that product. Okay? Trainer 1%, ET 1%. So you want to get to ND so you can get at least 10% of the residual, because you don't want to be making 50 cents off a service. I mean, I know that's the average what the PowerPoint slides say when you watch the presentation, but who wants to make 50 cents off a service when you can make $10 off of every service, or $50? Okay? So as you can see, these percentages represent the percent amount you get of the residual value of the service. Now let's talk about the residual value of the service. Actually, you're going to have to review document 715 to look at the residual of the service. So the residual of the service can be found, let's see, we're under training maybe, compensation, document 715. See that? Document 715? Okay? Everybody should have this document. If you don't, get it from your upline, or get it from your virtual office, I'm sorry. As you can see, it shows you the point value of every product, but it also shows you the residual value. Okay? So this CV means residual value. Everybody understand that? Okay, cool. So this is just showing you an example, which I just covered. You can look at this if you want on your own time. This is just showing you the residual example for a Diamond SVP. If he has 100 reps and he bringing in 1,000 customers a month, okay, his monthly residual as a Diamond SVP, 29 grand. After 1 year, 60 grand a month. Now, ladies and gentlemen, residual 60 grand a month, that simply means financial freedom. That means that every 30 days, $60,000 is hitting your bank account at this position. All right? Look at that. If it took you 10 years to make this happen, would it be worth it? That's why sometimes I just shake my head when people leave the deal after not getting a quick start bonus. Like, how could you put your business on a quick start bonus? Like, do you know that most people don't even, well, I won't say most people, but a lot of people at the top positions of Diamond SVP, they didn't even get a quick start bonus. You know, Mr. Steve Carter, he didn't get no quick start bonus. You know, Anthony Boyd, he didn't get no quick start bonus. Okay, only reason I got a quick start bonus was because I was trying to prove to the company that it didn't work and it wasn't real. You know, so I was one of them people who got started because I was so arrogant back then 2 years ago. I was like, this doesn't work. Let me just do it just to see so I can tell them that it didn't work. You know, so I came in and I called my uncle and I said, I need this first check because it's the only thing that's going to really make me know that it works. You know, so that's the reason why I got the quick start bonus. Your reason may be different. You may just really need the money right now, or you may just really want to get your investment back. It may be in your last $300 or whatever the case may be. Everybody got their own personal situation. But me, I had $350. I didn't care about getting it back. Okay. So this is Diamond SVP. Oh, okay. We completed the training. All right. So that's some advanced training for you guys. I hope that opened up everybody's eyes to the power that you have your hands on. Complete the university training. Also, remember that this is a 1099 business. Okay. So you get to write off, a lot of stuff. So you don't have to pay taxes like W-2 money where they take all your taxes out. Like if you make $700, they take $250, for health insurance that you probably never going to use, life insurance, dental, social security. Whereas with this business, you get to put your deductions in after you made the money. All right. So this is a site that I use. It's actually an app. It's called TaxBot. You should check it out. It's only $10 a month, but it allows you to take pictures of your receipts, and it also allows to calculate your mileage anytime you ever drive to a BOM or you drive to a regional or whatever the case may be. You can deduct all of that. You can deduct every time you go out to eat. I don't care if I go to McDonald's for a salad, because that's all I eat from McDonald's is a salad. High five life. But if I go there for a salad and it costs $2.10, I'm taking a picture of the receipt. Okay? So you want to take a picture of your receipt. Every time you go to Nationals, every time you spend money for the hotel at Nationals or for your flight, you want to write that off. You want to write off the electric in your house. You want to write off part of your rent because you have a home-based business. I'm telling you, the 1099 money is unparalleled. I mean, you can easily make $70,000 a month and $70,000 from 5links in 1 year and only owe the IRS $1,000. If you make $70,000 on your job, you're going to owe them like probably $15,000. You get the point? So use TaxBot. If you have any questions about TaxBot, feel free to hit me up about it. But I just want to be real transparent with you guys because I am fully committed to helping each and every one of you grow your business. So take advantage of what we have on the table. Don't forget that we have the High Five Challenge right now that's worth 12 customer points right now. So if you're trying to get into the 100 customer club, if you sell 10 challenges, that's 120 points. There you go. You in the club. Okay. Also, don't forget we have extra points on on the below products till the 27th of June. Okay. And also, if you bring in 2 business partners before June 27th, if you bring in 2 business partners, the company's going to pay you $250. Okay. So let's and then also, if you sell a security system this month, the company's going to pay you $370. Look at all this money on the table, you guys. So it's much bigger than the quick start bonus. Much bigger than the quick start bonus. Make sure you register for the regional convention, 5linksevents.com. Make sure you register for Las Vegas in September. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you. And with that being said, I thank you for taking time out of your Sunday schedule to be on tonight's training with me. And I love each and every one of you. God bless and have a wonderful day. This webinar is being recorded, and once I get the file done, I'll make sure I send it. All right. Have a great day, you guys and ladies.